So AJ, from our understanding, uh, you suffered an injury. So tell us about where you're playing, what happened, and then what went through your mind after the injury.
Well, I was playing at North Oldham High School, and it was my first game of the season, football season, and I was killing it. I had 2 sacks, 3 TFLs, and 6 tackles. And I begged my coach to go in on offense because our QB kept on getting sacked, right? And as soon as I just had awful form, as soon as I was stepping back, pass setting, I landed on it wrong, and I tore my ACL and meniscus. I was absolutely heartbroken. Probably one of the top things in my life that changed. I was getting recruited by colleges, and it was heartbreaking.
So, what was the process like? So immediately, obviously, when you injure yourself, you can't just go back into it. We all know that an ACL tear is pretty significant.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what was that process like? And then what led you to look into Athletic Republic for your rehab?
Mm-hmm. So I got my surgery. I started going to physical therapy, and physical therapy is great, and they know what they're doing. But at a certain point, it comes to a point where you need to do more than just physical therapy. Physical therapy trains you up to be able to walk again, be able to do stuff regularly again, and like go back to your job, for example. But I came to Athletic Republic because I have family ties here, first of all, and second of all, I needed more than just the physical therapy, and I needed the athletic aspect of that.
Okay. So you said that there were some differences that you noticed after going through rehab. So, like, what was the process like, and did you notice any differences between before the injury, rehabbing the injury, and then after?
Mm-hmm. So I was doing physical therapy, and I was doing pretty good, and I kept on just having tweaks randomly, and it would just keep on flaring up when I tried to do stuff. A little bit, just pushing it just slightly to see my athletic improvement over time. And as soon as I started coming to Athletic Republic, and started doing all the exercises and training they put me through, I noticed a noticeable difference, and my pain almost instantly went away. I felt like I was more solid every step I took, not just running, but I just felt like I was stable and almost like my knee was fully back.
So, one of the things that's probably underrated or not talked about enough is, like, people probably don't know that there's a physical rehabilitation or physical therapy option available here.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say to those parents where they've had a kid who suffered a similar injury or significant injury, why they should be able to trust Athletic Republic
Mm-hmm.
for their child rather than going through some red program?
Yeah. I would say everything is very science-based here. If you've ever been in the facility here, it's very different from anywhere else you've been. So it's very scientifically proven. I think instead of going, for example, to just PT, like, you're not going to gain that much at some point from PT. You're going to gain a lot of strength, but you're not going to have the stability or the tendon strength that you will have at anywhere else.
So let's say that a parent, their kid is playing football, their kid's playing basketball, whatever, and they
Mm-hmm.
suffer an injury. You said that it's scientifically based, but what are some differences that you have available here than somebody going into a normal gym? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are the specialties that allow you to work athlete specific to
Yeah.
get back on the field rather than just going through a general physical therapist? If that makes sense.
Yeah. I would say specifically the machines and the stuff we have here, like, for example, the plyo floor and the plyo press. The plyo press, big aspect for me was it took a lot of pressure off my knees. Like, if you ever had a regular just press at like the gym, like a leg press at the gym, I tried that with my knees and it hurt like crazy. And like it felt like every time I went down, it felt like it was just gonna pop again. But I came here, I tried the plyo press, and it still hurt some, but it felt like a lot of that pressure was taken off. And then the plyo floor, for example, if I jump around on concrete right now, like I'd feel it. It'd feel like crap, but I can train my agility on there because it has that foam pad, and it really takes all that shock off your knees, you know?